Hey now, so listen, I mostly do baseball. I'm a Baseball Hall of Fame autograph collector, but that doesn't mean I don't like to dabble once in a while in other sports genres. Especially, I had a basketball piece. I'm going to show it off in a little bit. And it's a Celtic piece, and it's really cool. I think it's a beautiful frame job and everything. And one of the key pieces was a 8x10 signed by Bird, Parrish, and McHale. Now, the only problem was with this piece when I bought it. I bought this piece already pre-signed. Now, there was a place called Hollywood Collectibles on eBay, and they had this photo. I mean, it was a gorgeous photo. I'm going to show it in a second. And unlike baseball, I don't do much research into basketball, and that was my mistake. Uh, when I bought it, I thought the COA looked good. I thought the signatures looked good, just from, again, a very high level taking a look at things. It was only after I did a deep dive that I found out I was a victim of probably the biggest fraud, not the biggest fraud, the biggest piece of forgery that I ever spent on one single piece. So let's take a look at that. So here we have, it looks like a great piece signed by McHale, Bird, and Parrish. It has this Hollywood Collectibles little certification on it with a hologram number. I mean, I don't know much about their signatures. I've seen Larry Bird and it looked right. And not only that, it came with a COA, it looked pretty good actually. This is the COA it came with. So, and you can see there is Bird, there's McHale, and there's Parrish signing this very photo. So, it was good enough for me, and that was my first mistake when I bought that. So I bought this piece, and then I want to show you what I did with it. So Bill Russell was at a show in, I want to say 2008, and everyone knows Bill Russell is probably the hardest basketball Hall of Famer to get in person. He just doesn't like signing on the streets, but again, Rich Altman cut a deal with him. He started to do a few shows, and I thought, you know what, when's the next time I'm going to have opportunity to get such a great player autograph in person? Yeah, it was a little bit expensive, but so I went, I got this photo signed. Again, he signed it Bill Russell. You could see the Rich Altman's LOA, which was great. Again, it was in person. I knew it was real. Similar show, they had a Sam Jones piece. Again, Rich Altman represents him. And so I started thinking, I wonder if I can get like all the Celtics were on the top 50 list. And Bill Sherman, again, I think this is TriStar certified. Yeah, it's TriStar certified. So they were selling this piece, and it was a really nice piece. Bob Cousy does autographs through the mail. He still does, I think. So I sent this to Bob Cousy with a small donation to the Boys Club, and gave me a nice signature, and he inscribed it. Again, going further down, the original Boston Garden floor was torn up, and so they had players sign it. And again, Dave Cowens, top 50 player. I'm going to butcher this name, Tommy Heisel. I wanted to say I really wanted a green piece of floor. Right below that is John Havlicek, another great Celtic player. Again, he was at, I want to say, the 2012 National in Baltimore. It may have been his last show. He didn't like to do appearances. And finally, I'm going to skip over this for a second, was the Nate Tiny Archibald. Again, another Rich Altman special. Rich Altman, again, he does that show in Massachusetts, so he's not hard to get. So I took that piece I had before, and you could see the whole final product of it. It's a really gorgeous autograph frame piece I have. But the piece I had signed by these three that I showed earlier turns out was fake. And if you go on the internet, you find out it's a pretty common fake as well. The Kevin looks nothing alike. The Parrish is off. The Bird is off. So at the National this year, McHale and Parrish were both there. I got them both in person. And then Larry Bird has been doing a lot of signings lately, so I got in on one of his private signings. That's, again, the sticker for his personal signing. So finally, it took me a while to admit that the piece was fake. So I had to redo the whole three-piece of these guys. And this is what it looks like now. So I got a pretty awesome piece, in my opinion, for the Celtics. And I had to pay a framer to undo it, redo it. It was kind of a pain, and it's completely my fault because I didn't put the research in before I bought the autograph. I was buying a COA, not even a legitimate COA. I was just paying for a COA, which was a big mistake. So now comes the question, what do I do with this fake piece? And really, there's only one thing to do. So we're back to this beautiful signed forgery. I gotta say I paid close to $200 for. So let's do what's right. I can't believe I'm doing this. I've never done this before because I don't think I've ever bought a fake before, but I want to take this out of circulation. So there we go. That piece will never be sold again. Just curious if any of you have been bought a fake autograph or a secretarial signed autograph. I'm sure everyone has. The bigger question is, what do you do with the piece after you own it? Do you destroy it? I mean, I'm just curious. You keep it? I would love to hear what you guys have to say. That's about it. As always, keep collecting.